The April 29th edition of Raw starts out in the parking lot with Jake Paul, co-conspirator, his confidant. I show speed at the arena outside there. And here comes Patrick Mahomes. And they're all, hey, boy, yeah, what's up, brother? Yeah. And then Judgment Day comes in and they call Jey Uso ugly. Well, Logan Paul calls Jey Uso ugly. And this is how we start out Raw. Okay. In-ring promo to start the night. Becky Lynch. She looks very odd. She looks emaciated. She looks very thin. It's jarring. The crowd attempts a "you deserve it" when she's in there with her title chant. And Pat McAfee says, oh, they're turning Kansas City into Manzus City.
That's not funny.
Becky goes on to say she needs a #1 contender for her title. Liv Morgan comes out saying, I did something that you didn't, Becky. I put Rhea Ripley on the shelf. And so we are 2, and out comes... And a rogue Leviathan appears. It is Nia Jax. Yes, Nia comes out and says, blah. Nia waddles her way down to the ring, and Liv drop kicks her off the apron and sends her packing. We've got a match later between the very beautiful Liv Morgan and the Nia Jax. This segment was set up. I know, I understand, but getting there was just painful. These promos are so bad. And Raw has been horrible since the night after WrestleMania. It's been god-awful. And we know we're not going to get much tonight because it's the draft. So don't look forward to too many matches. So we follow up a promo with another promo.
You out of your goddamn mind.
Logan Paul and I show speed. Paul rips again into Jey Uso. Puts over Damian Priest for this Saturday at Backlash, which we'll be streaming right here on the channel at 1 p.m. Eastern Saturday. Uso comes out to a decent pop. And, of course, Pat McAfee is up on the desk dancing like a retard. Finn Balor and Munchkin McForehead come down and... yeah, they attack Jay. Logan goes over to Patrick Mahomes, gets 3 Super Bowl rings because he doesn't have his brass knuckles, apparently, which he has every other time he's in the ring, except for this time because Patrick Mahomes is here and we're going to use his Super Bowl rings. Goes in to punch Uso, and this was never going to happen. Hits McForehead in the face, or in his large forehead, and I say that as a bald man who has nothing but forehead that goes all the way back to the back of my head. This motherfucker got a big forehead. He gets punched in it. Down he goes. Braun Strowman comes out for the save. Choke slams Balor. Faces off with a couple of the Chiefs in the front row and Mahomes. And that's the end of the segment. Yay. It's over. Thank God. Braun Strowman's back, though. It's good to see an actual man on the program. Not the bisexual Undertaker. Not vanilla midgets. Not little munchkins. Not extremely large women. No, we have an actual man on the program, Braun Strowman. 2 in-ring promos. We've had a little promo to open the show outside the arena. Let's go to a backstage promo, shall we? Woo! Yay, because we need another one.
Yup!
So Kathy Kelly and Booker T are backstage. Drew McIntyre interrupts.
Tell me, he didn't just say that.
Drew McIntyre said because Booker T was singing the praises of CM Punk. And I don't care.
No, and I don't care.
35 minutes into the program, folks. We are 35 minutes into Monday Night Raw. We get our first match, and it's Big Bronson Reed versus the Intercontinental Champion, Sami Zayn. 212 pounds of a barista who looks like he would give you a lecture on inequality after you purchased a $17 coffee. This match, how do you think this goes? Reed takes control most of the time. Sammy hits a stupid Helova kick, and you think it's over because after getting your ass beat for a few minutes, one kick is going to put a 330-pound monster down. It's really difficult to suspend my disbelief when you're treating me like I'm a...
You stupid idiot.
Chad Gable comes into the ring, hits a German suplex on Sammy, and the match is thrown out. Bronson Reed, yes, folks, Bronson Reed gets up, hits a Death Valley driver on Gable, picks up the Intercontinental title, which will be on the line Saturday at Backlash, and there's not a snowball's chance.
No chance!
That Bronson Reed is winning this match.
Nope.
Woo! Whoa, Rick!
So let's go to another promo, shall we? Because we need another promo. Drew McIntyre comes out on the stage as JBL and Farouk, Ron Simmons, if you will, are out there for the draft, which we'll get to the draft at the end. I don't want to. He's whining about Punk's at home, and then Cult of Personality hits. And up in the balcony is CM Punk. He says, I'm not at home, I'm right here, you little bitch. And Drew gets mad and runs off, prompting Ron Simmons to say, damn, to which nobody popped. So now that we've had a stage promo, one match, two other promos, another backstage spot, let's go to another in-ring promo, shall we? Because Drew McIntyre went upstairs. He gets up to the luxury box where CM Punk was. He just finds an autographed CM Punk picture. And then CM Punk's music hits. And he goes in the ring and sits down, and I don't care. He cuts a promo, blah, 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 blah. This is so fucking monotonous and boring. I could have watched Lifetime and seen better fighting.
You serious?
At least half of it is aesthetically pleasing. It is Liv Morgan against the Rogue Leviathan, Nia Jax. This is her last stampede on Raw before she moseys on over to the pasture on SmackDown. The very lovely and talented Tiffany Stratton is ringside. She gets attacked by Naomi. Nia controls some of the match, but it ends up, we have Liv hits a powerbomb as Nia was waddling up to the second turnbuckle. Liv powerbombs her, then hits a code breaker, then Oblivion for the 1-2-3, and we send the heifer off to the slaughterhouse. That's it. That's the match. I'm not exaggerating. Woo! And let's see here. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 promos. What do you think we're going to do next? A backstage promo, because yeah. Liv's walking backstage celebrating her victory, just walking along, singing a song. She's not really singing a song, but it rhymed. Runs into Becky. Becky's like, oh, congratulations. I can't do the accent. Congratulations. Liv says, yeah. And then Damage Control shows up after Liv walks away. And they said, we'll be seeing a lot more of you, Becky, on now that we're on Raw. And the Kabuki Warriors clutch their tag titles before they get stolen. Lost this weekend to Bianca and Jade.
You've got to do better.
Main event time. Woo! Jey Uso, Ricochet, and Andrade versus the Judgment Day, Bisexual Undertaker Damian Priest, JD McForehead, and Vanilla Midget Finn Balor. This match goes about how you'd think. Damian Priest bumped twice in the beginning of this match for Andrade and Ricochet, and then Uso put him over the table, and I'm like, why is the biggest man in the match taking the most bumps? This makes no sense. This logically makes no sense. McDonough cost the Judgment Day the match. Uso hits a spear and then a frog splash onto Balor for the pin. And Raw goes off the air with a face-off between Bisexual Undertaker and Jey Uso, who will face each other this Saturday. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell recently drafted to SmackDown last week, and she is facing Maxine Dupree and Ivy Nile from Alpha Academy. They'll be staying right here on Raw. Maxine gets off, shoots the double leg, little spinning wheel kick there, and goes with a Northern Lights suplex on LeRae to keep the advantage. Comes out of the corner, nice kip up there, showing the athleticism, running bulldog as LeRae was feeding from her knees, and Maxine takes the straps down and goes into a cartwheel into this cool reverse worm move right here, which ended with her going up from a standing position, hitting the elbow drop. But, folks, not all good things last forever. She does get the ankle lock in, but her manager, Maxine's manager, Ivy Nile, taken out in the corner, drop toe hold into the ropes. That leads to Candice getting her both arm up, stomp, and it's all mathematic at this point. 1, 2, 3. Maxine, hold this L. Gunther also went over on Xavier Woods, puts him in this STF, starts hitting him in the head with some elbows as he keeps the STF locked in, puts in this neck wrench. Woods got no choice but to do the damn thing and tap the mat. That's the match. Gunther wins. World Tag Team titles on the line, folks. I don't have a lot to say about this one. Awesome Truth versus Alpha Academy. How do you think it went? Well, it went like this. Truth-crushing finale.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
1, 2, 3. That's it. Your winners and still World Tag Team Champions, The Miz and R-Truth, the Awesome Truth. Woo! I'm straight up just going to be reading right off my notes for the draft here because I want to make this quick. Raw drafted first round Imperium, Gunther, and Ludwig Kaiser, and Damage Control. They got Oscar, Dakota, Kyrie Irving, and the ELO. SmackDown drafted Jade Cargill and Kevin Owens, who are already on SmackDown. That is stupid. We got to draft people that are already on the brand. This is just ridiculous. Second round, Raw takes CM Punk and Braun Strowman. SmackDown takes The Pride and Tiffany Stratton, who is both of them, The Pride and Tiffany Stratton, are already on SmackDown. SmackDown's 4 fucking picks were already on SmackDown. Third round, the Raw takes the LWO and Drew McIntyre. SmackDown drafts El Gato No Es Bueno and Shinsuke Nakamura. Round 4, Raw takes the Judgment Day and Ilya Dragunov from NXT. SmackDown gets Naomi and then Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Round 5, Raw drafts the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, and Lyra Valkyria from NXT. Then SmackDown takes I don't even know what their tag team name is, I forgot. Elton Prince and Kent Williamson. Was it Pretty Deadly or something like that? They look ridiculous. They look like miniature Billy and Chuck, if anybody gets that reference. And then SmackDown also takes Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. Yay. Round 6, Raw takes Karrion Kross and the Authors of Pain and Paul Ellering and whatever their valet's name is, and Big Bronson Reed, who's already on Raw, so that doesn't make any sense. And SmackDown takes DIY, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa, and then Blair Davenport gets called up from NXT to SmackDown. So big draft news there, boys. That's exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. I don't care. There you have it, folks. There's your full WWE Raw results with full draft coverage. Overall, not a very exciting show, just kind of average with a few decent spots. Be sure to join us this Saturday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern, for our WWE Backlash coverage, which kicks off from Lyon, France at 1 p.m. Eastern. We'll be covering it all here, starting at 12:30, a half hour before the event starts. The panel will be assembled, the horsemen on hand. Yeah, we'll give you match coverage in depth. I'll try to have some coverage of the Go Home SmackDown Saturday morning for you guys on the pre-show for the pay-per-view leading into Backlash, so we can talk about if anything big happens on the Go Home show. You guys know the drill at this point. Do all the YouTube things for me. I'm Etep Okui, and from the Place to Be Reviews, I appreciate each and every single one of yous. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow from all of us here at the channel. We thank you for watching. Remember, it's better to burn out than fade away.